Today, our journey begins with a quest to explore Kerala's historic monuments. Steering clear of bustling cities, we venture through the serene villages of Kerala, discovering the lives of their people and tracing the stories of the region's architectural wonders. Today's journey covers a modest distance of about 19 kilometers. We'll set out after 3 p.m., blessed with clear weather, a gentle sky, and a pleasant 30 degrees Celsius. There is no forecast for rain or any other disruptions. Our path leads eastward, traveling with the sun behind us and the promise of unobstructed, beautiful visuals throughout our ride. So let's embark on this journey together. As we travel, both sides of the road are lined with Kerala's charming villages, each reflecting the unique rhythms of local life. For now, we continue straight. Our path leads directly to Koyikkal Palace. There is barely any traffic on the road right now, probably because people are on their lunch break. Our destination is Koyikkal Palace, located in Nedumangad, a frontier region of Kerala's capital district, Thiruvananthapuram. Koyikkal Palace was constructed in the latter half of the 17th century as a refuge for Attingal Rani Ashwati Tirunal Umema during a time of political turmoil. Surrounding this palace, the town of Nedumangad gradually flourished, each stone of the palace echoing tales of the region's rich history. Let's pause for a moment to explore a linguistic curiosity. The word Keram in Malayalam means coconut. It's believed that the name Kerala itself was derived from this word, apt considering that coconut trees flourish everywhere in this region. You will notice them swaying gently along both sides of our route. Kerala is widely renowned across India for its tradition of religious harmony. As we journey, you will see temples, churches, and mosques standing side by side along the way, reflecting the deep-rooted culture of peaceful coexistence in the state. Koyikkal Palace stands not as a monument to royal opulence, but as an enduring whisper of history, a quiet stronghold bearing witness to turning points in southern India's destiny. Its wooden halls do not boast of vastness. Instead, they hold echoes of a singular, extraordinary woman whose courage shaped the fate of a land. We are approaching a small city on our way, Pothankod. Pothankod is a lively suburb on the outskirts of Thiruvananthapuram, known for its rapid commercial growth. It has a population of approximately 58,000 people, with diverse communities of Hindus, Muslims, and Christians coexisting peacefully. One of the town's most notable attractions is the Shantigiri Ashram, a major spiritual and wellness center that is renowned both in India and abroad. Shantigiri Ashram serves as a hub for spiritual learning and meditation, and it also features an acclaimed Ayurveda and natural healing center that draws visitors seeking holistic therapies.
home theatre, sound system, iron box, fan, gift, gas
On the left, you can see the local public transport bus, an affordable and reliable travel option relied upon by everyday people. Its safety and low cost make it popular not only among locals but also widely used by foreign tourists exploring the region. This bus service remains one of the most accessible and trusted means of transportation here. Built between the 17th century, the palace became a sanctuary for Ume Marani when turbulence swept through the region of Venad. As conflict and conspiracy threatened the heart of her kingdom, the queen relocated her headquarters to Nedumangad. And here, in this simple yet elegant halls, she steered the ship of state through storms, both political and personal. To focus on the structure's modest size is to overlook its true grandeur. For it was here that decisions were made and strategies formed that would reverberate far beyond Kerala's green hills. Umaymarani's reign from 1677 to 1684 was a beacon of resilience. With diplomatic skill and unyielding spirit, she negotiated with colonial powers, including the British and the Dutch, holding them at bay when ambition threatened her people's sovereignty. Yet the march of empires is relentless. The British East India Company, coveting Kerala's famed black pepper, sought more than trade, they pressed for power. Permission was secured from the Queen to build a trading post at Anchingo, intended merely as a gate for spices, but soon it bristled with the soldiers and cannons, pivoting Kerala's shores into a new era of colonial intrigue. Heavy taxes, injustice, and the tightening grip of foreign rule sparked outrage. In 1721, decades after the Queen's passing, the ordinary people burst forth in the Attingal revolt, laying siege to the British stronghold and kindling India's first great uprising against East India Company rule. The echoes of this insurrection, born from the bones of exploitation and loss, would shape the trajectory of resistance across the subcontinent. Today, Koyikkal Palace houses a museum filled with folklore and rare coins. Yet, its true treasures are the silent lessons of history. One can wander its shaded corridors and feel the presence of an age where wisdom, sacrifice, and fortitude walked these floors. The palace, curved gracefully like a great boat poised to weather the tides of change, stands as a quiet epitaph to a queen, her strength, her solitude, and the storm she faced. Queen Umaymarani did not live to see this reckoning, but her legacy lingered in every act of defiance. As both a strategist in times of crisis and a sovereign mindful of her people's dignity, she left a mark that defied the constraints of her era. The very foundation of modern Travancore would later be built upon the political and administrative groundwork she laid. We journey not to listen in or at grandeur, but to listen for the wisdom of a past that still whispers from Nedumangad's humble palace. Here, history waits not on the page, but in the air, the story of Kerala, of courage, and of the indomitable Queen Umaymarani. Between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats, this region spans about 80 kilometers in width. As we travel from west to east, we will cover a distance of 19 kilometers. Vembayam is yet another small city on our way. Vembayam is a lush village nestled in the Nedumangad taluk of Tirunelveli district. Its geography is marked by gentle hills, fertile soil, and abundant greenery, making it a serene spot not far from the city, but rich in natural beauty and cultural heritage. Among Vembayam's standout attraction is the Museum of the Word. This unique museum is not just a collection of books or artifacts. It's a global celebration of human stories, languages, and art. Here, visitors can see rare Bibles in hundreds of languages, ancient manuscripts, stamps, coins, and creative exhibits that span the history of civilization and spirituality. Vembayam, with its tranquil landscapes and this extraordinary museum, offers a compelling blend of nature and culture, an ideal experience for travelers seeking to connect with Kerala's past and present in a peaceful setting. This road leads straight to Nedumangad, and from there, heading further east will take you to the Western Ghats, the border of Kerala. That's where you will find Ponmudi Hills, one of the most prominent tourist destinations in Kerala and India. The city of Thiruvananthapuram, the capital of Kerala, and its international airport are all within a 20-kilometer radius. The world-famous Kovilakam beach and Varkala beach are also located within a 25-kilometer radius. Let's take a look back at the history of Koyikkal Palace, which we are about to visit in 10-15 minutes time. The last resident queen of the palace was Umayma Rani. There are no clear records of her birth year, but she never married and passed away when she was between 35 and 40 years old. The East India Company sent a young and very handsome soldier to her seeking permission to build the Anjango Fort, the first British fort in Kerala. It is said that he successfully obtained the Queen's approval and returned with the permission. The fort that was built with the permission from the Queen Umayma Rani later played a very important role in establishing British rule in South India over the centuries that followed. What is interesting is that Umayma Rani, who once received requests from the British to build the fort, probably never imagined that generations later the British would become the rulers, deciding which king would sit on the throne. Today's Kerala came into existence on November 1st, 1956. Before that, Kerala consisted of three different princely states: Travancore, Kochi and Malabar. Kerala was formed by incorporating the Malayalam-speaking regions of these princely states. And the very next year, in the 1957 elections, Kerala also witnessed its first government led by the communist. Kerala holds the number of first rank in India for its exceptional achievements. It is India's most literate state with a literacy rate of 96.2%. It boasts the lowest infant mortality rate in the country, a testament to its advanced healthcare and social well-being. It consistently ranked first in the National Achievement Survey for education, outperforming the national average. It is a national leader in agricultural production, being the largest producer of spices and natural rubber. Kerala is also a pioneer in public safety and disaster management. It launched Kavacham, India's first fully integrated disaster alert system, using sirens and a mobile alert to protect its citizens in real time. Its progress is reflected in its top position in the Human Development Index, with India's highest HDI score, making it the most developed state in the country. This high level of social development, safety, and natural beauty makes Kerala one of the India's premier tourist destinations, welcoming millions of visitors each year to its serene backwaters, lush hills, and vibrant culture. Historically, Kerala has always been a gateway. It was the first place in India where Europeans arrived by sea. And today, it is known globally as God's own country, a title it proudly embodies through its breathtaking landscapes, progressive society, and unwavering commitment to its people's security and well-being. This is Kerala, a state that leads, innovates, and inspires. On both sides of the road, the soil is rich and fertile. Farming is the main source of income for people living in this area. Coconuts, rubber, pepper, bananas, paddy, and dairy farming, all of these bring in income for the local community. Agriculture really is at the heart of life here. This is the first video in a series that travels through the villages of Kerala, introducing its historical monuments and their untold stories. We want to address the shortcomings of this video and bring more excellence to the upcoming ones. We humbly request everyone to subscribe to this channel to explore the unseen Kerala and hear its unheard stories. If there are any historical monuments or places you would like us to visit, please share them in the comments and we will include them in our future visits. Let's journey together to places like the Anjango Fort, the first British fort in Kerala, built with the permission of Queen Umayma. And so we have reached Rumaimarani's Koyikkal Palace. We'll see you again in the next video with more details and sights from inside the palace.